Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So in the last video, you guys noticed that we fixed up all the holes on the doors and pretty much every rust hole that was on the body of the car. And I just sprayed some silver primer over the top of it so it doesn't stand out so much, but it looks really ugly still. On this video, we're gonna start sanding it down and actually start filling it up with body filler in order to make it look smooth again. And then we'll spray silver again. I mean, the silver color, it doesn't stand out as much. It's not the exact match of the actual car, but it's close enough that if you look at it quickly, you won't notice. But welding holes, you can really see that. I mean, even from this angle, you can see. Any angle, actually, you can really see them because, well, after you put the paint on them, then all the body filler and everything like that really stands out. And like I said, I don't know what they did with the body filler. They just filled it up so much that it looked ugly. So we are going to start sanding this down and start applying the body filler to make this car look nice. Plus there's also some other things that I still need to weld up that I actually forgot about. I remember the drip rail here. Remember how I said that they previously repaired these holes? Well, some of them are still there, as you can see right there. Yeah, so these holes also need to be welded up. I will probably also do that in this video. And then I will apply the Sikaflex all along there so then it's completely water sealed. And then this car would be technically no more rust in it, you know? So anyway, that's all gonna be in this video. While I'm here, I might as well tell you guys, remember to like and subscribe, leave me a comment. Yeah, let me know how I'm doing with the build. See if you're enjoying it or not, huh? Anyway, let's get started, huh? Here we go. Alright, so what I'm gonna start with is getting the orbital sander and gonna sand it down with 80 grit to just roughen up the surface a bit. Why? Because the body filler tends to stick a lot better with the rougher surface. We're gonna roughen up everything first and then we'll start applying the body filler. So let's get started.
I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts.
Alright, so as you can see, I have feathered down every single weld that I've done before. It's a lot smoother of a transition. It's still wobbly because of course so much body filler and so much crap built up everywhere. I did all the parts that I welded and I also did the bonnet. Now the bonnet had a lot of, what are they called? Cracks all along the bonnet everywhere. I also feathered them out because, well, the cracks were caused by rust underneath the body filler as well. So technically what they did is instead of cleaning the actual rust like they should have, they just put body filler on top of it. Of course I had to sand it all down and bring it down to bare metal, get rid of the rust that was on it, and then I feathered that back as well. Now there's wobbles everywhere. So anyway, all of this took me almost an hour and a half, so I ran out of time. What I'm going to do is just spray some primer over the top of it again so it doesn't rust. Flash rust in Malaysia is a very, very common thing. So I'm just gonna spray some primer over the top of it and I will continue again tomorrow. Yeah?
The next day.
So this is never good. Check this out. I got no clutch. Okay, I still know how to drive this thing without a clutch, huh? As you can see by my footage that I took on my phone, my clutch, either slave or master, has just completely gone now. If you look at the fluid here, it is completely empty. So I don't know if it's leaked from the actual master or the slave. Can't even see the slave down there. Yeah, it left me with no clutch this morning. It's lucky that I still know how to drive a car even if the clutch is completely gone. Clutch master or slave is gone. You do something called rev matching where whatever gear you're in, if you match it to the next or the speed of the next gear, it should just transition very easily, which is what I did. On this car, it's about 2,500 to 3,500 RPM. You can easily make the shift of the gears. Try it one day. I mean, if you're keen on learning how to do clutchless shifting on your gearbox, just do it. You know, don't do it from first to second, it's very crunchy, but say from second to third or third to fourth, it's a lot smoother. So try it out, you know. So you rev your car all the way up to say 4,000 RPM, don't use the clutch, just let go of the accelerator and then try and shift the gear. You'll see that you'll be able to change gears. So it's actually very easy to do. The only difficult part was takeoff. So if you come to a complete stop and then try and take off again, that's the issue, because you can't put it in first gear and then stop the car because it'll stall. And it was morning traffic as well, so I was stuck in traffic. I'd let a bit of a distance build up in front of me and then I put in first gear, start the car, use the starter motor to take off and then start shifting along the way. So I made it to work, but now I have to find a way to fix this, get myself home today. Not having a good day today. So anyway, let's just let this gravity bleed. We're gonna just pour some fluid in, open up the bottom of the nipple at the slave, let it gravity bleed. Once it finishes gravity bleeding, I'll just close it off and then see if it works. It's just a temporary fix. Like I said, I'm struggling with a bit of cash lately because all the money is going into the workshop and not much to spare. So I need to make this car survive until everything's paid off. So yeah, let's just do a quick bleed and see what we can do about it, huh? Here we go. Alright, so I ordered the new clutch master and slave, and it's gonna arrive next week sometime, so I have no choice but to drive all the trusty Satria. This car is amazing. Hey, I love this car so much. Of course, the whole purpose of the build of the Wira is, well, the temporary build of the Wira is so I can fix this. There's nothing really wrong with this. The only issue I have is the bearings in the gearbox. They are noisy. That's all it is. But the car still drives fine. It sounds good. It looks good on one side. The other side, I still have the door issue, you know? That's why this car is gonna get a paint job, gonna get the gearbox repaired, and yeah, that's all that's wrong with this car. I'm gonna drive this around until I get the clutch master and slave for the Wira. Yeah, so until then, let's just do other little things, huh? So here we go. All right, another little quick thing we're gonna do as well is while we're here, if you notice the gear stick, very loose. This is actually a very common issue, but it's also a very easy repair. I've got the new bushings here already. There's many videos on this on YouTube, so I'm just gonna quickly shoot through it and get it done, huh? So not gonna bother recording, huh? Yeah, I'll get this done and we'll continue on. Here we go. Okay, the gear shift lever is now done, nice and solid. Now I'm going to just sand down the back spoiler for a bit. As you can see, it's a bit rough. So I'm just gonna get the orbital sander and clean this up a little bit. I'm not ready to do these yet because I need a bit more time than that, you know? So just gonna leave them sprayed. It doesn't look too bad right now as it is. So yeah, I'm gonna sand this down, get it a bit more neater looking. And when I have a bit more time to actually do the body filler on these sections, then I'll do it. But for now, let's just sand it down.
You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be.
Several days later.
Alright, so the new clutch master and slave have arrived. Yes, it's been a week. Over the weekend we had another event at JPM, so couldn't get any work done. So the car's just been sitting here and not doing anything. Here we go. See, we got the new clutch slave, the new clutch master. Alright, let's just pull the ones on the car off now and yeah, get the car driving straight away. So here we go. Notice that this has a date on it, meaning it was only recently replaced. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Since the fluid is completely gone from here, that means that the leak is coming from a further down place. So pretty sure, pretty confident that it is the slave cylinder leaking. But now, at least we have a spare master cylinder, just in case. Because I know the one in the Satria also leaking slightly. I think from the slave though, so we might have to replace that. But at least now we have spare parts. Gonna hold on to this now, and let's pull off the slave cylinder. Here we go. Alright, so it's been a while since we looked underneath the car, but now we can see how everything is looking again. Oh my god, I am missing a bolt from the cross member. Ooh, I need to replace that. The oil leaks, I mean, now we can clearly see that the sump is leaking pretty bad. The plug is still leaking. Oh, the engine mount is now torn. That's why I like to have solid engine mounts, because the way I drive, it just damages everything, huh? Now the slave, hard to say if it's actually leaking from down here, but pretty confident it is. Yeah, besides that, the car seems pretty good. Just a lot of oil leaks from the sump gasket only. Everything up high still looks okay. I might remove this lower cross member so I can get to the slave pretty easily. Should be a quick one, so let's get that done and start recording again, huh? Mounts need replacing. Look at this one, completely torn. Oh my god. Look at this one. I'm gonna have to look for an engine mount kit for this, but now we have all access to the slave cylinder. Remove this and continue on, huh? Here we go. Okay, so I'm pretty confident that this is the cause of the leak. Look at this, because it just falls apart now. Yeah, it doesn't even stay in place. So lucky we got a new one of both, so we're gonna go ahead and replace it. I don't think I need to flush out the line, because if you noticed before, I did do a couple of bleeding on the slave cylinder to try and drive it again, but it still left me stranded. It just leaked right out. So pretty sure the lines are clean with fresh fluid. So just gonna install the new one and get this job over and done with. All right, the new slave is in, and I found another bolt to put on here. The washer is a bit wrong, but who cares? It's temporary. I mean, that just makes it slightly more safer since our engine mounts are completely torn. Problem I will have to deal with in a later time. Anyway, that's done. Let's go up the top now, replace the master cylinder, and then bleed it, and then we're good to go. All right, so the new clutch master is in, the new clutch slave is in. We're pretty much ready to go. So yeah, let's just get that done, and we should have a working clutch after this. So here we go. All right, here we go. Let's put the fluid in, and then just suction from the bottom.
I take shots to the top, I'll get it. I got one life, I'ma do all to win it. I do what's right, push until I fall. I'm slipping to get back up, always stand tall, I'm grinning. I got cuts real deep, been bruised and scarred. I had to learn how to think with my head not hard. I've been chewed up, spit out, torn apart. But picking up all the pieces is a form of art. Never gonna look back, cause damn I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change, slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, cause that's what it takes.
And we're good. Alright, let's see if we can finish something else off before we run out of time, huh? Alright guys, so since it's already been a week and I need to upload another video, I'm gonna have to leave it there. On the next video, we're gonna do the actual bodywork on the body of the car. Hopefully I'll have done in a week's time. Bodywork does take a long time, so we're gonna try and push through it and see if we can get it done by the next video. So that'll be it for this video guys. Please remember to like and subscribe, leave me a comment, and we'll see you guys on the next one, huh?